Man, Terance J here for another episode of Toxic is the New Masculinity. And to my right, I got my man Keith Young. What's going on? AKA KY. And I told y'all we got the man that's always on the run because he never gives us his government name. We got Bossy here to my left. And then we got a special guest in the building. I got my man Willis, AKA Spider, the Insider. Y'all ain't familiar with a lot of the local Metroplex media around here. You guys know him as not only as a contributor to KKDA back in the day, but he also has his own network called the Power Play Radio Network. So you guys make sure to stay tuned for that and check out him and make sure you follow him. We'll put his info in the bio. Fellas, how y'all doing today?
We're doing good, man. Doing good.
Listen, New Year, everything. Hey, man, listen. And so a lot of times, I just want to give a brief synopsis. When we talk about toxic is the new masculinity, a lot of times people always associate in today's time toxic masculinity. Everything is toxic. Everything we do as men is toxic. And we're here to tell you that it's not. We're operating as men. And so you have four men sitting here being able to talk to you as men from a man's point of view. And this is not a show where we're going to sit there and it's going to be this red pill, blue pill type conversations or things that is intentionally trying to infuriate a certain segment of the population. We're just having a conversation like we usually do when we sit around and talk. And so this is a good time for you to be able to hear how men talk to better understand us, because I do believe, fellas, there's not a lot of emphasis put on how we believe, how we act, how we process, understanding us as men. And I think that's a big problem.
From a men's perspective, because you always hear, oftentimes you hear in this subject matter, women talk about a phrase that just annoys me, what a real man is like. And if you ever ask them where they're getting their information, it's generally from women they know. You know, that's like me telling women, like, hey, I'm gonna tell you what it feels like to be pregnant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't do that.
Only because I've been around a lot of pregnant women, so I know what it feels like, or what a pregnant woman thinks.
And that does not give you the license to be able to say, "Oh, this is how it feels to be pregnant." You know, and so and Bossy is right, man. A lot of the conversation stimulates around. Well, if you was a real man, you would do this, and it's like, well, how do you know?
Yeah, exactly.
9 times out of 10,
what's your point of reference?
Yeah, and 9 times out of 10, it's not too. You know, they don't really have it. They're just really conjuring up some thought on what you should be. And really a lot of times what I see is there's a molding to exactly what I want you to be. And I saw a lady online, she said, listen, she said, ladies, stop trying to mold your man to this perfect thing that you want him to be. She said, because that means you're controlling him. And if you control him, you won't respect him. And if you don't respect him, you won't be attracted to him.
Exactly. T, be careful. I'm going to blow the show up now.
I'm
gonna blow the show up. I'm telling you.
I'm just saying.
Hey, it's gonna be.
It's never stopped you before.
Yeah, no. Y'all got to remember.
It's about to be a problem.
Y'all got to go back. Y'all got to go and check out one of the other episodes. Remember, he told y'all erectile dysfunction is the woman's fault. So
that's on y'all. That's on y'all.
So, but we want to talk about what was on your checklist looking for a wife. A lot of times, man, we have these thoughts we want as a woman, who we want to marry, who we want to eventually settle down with. But I don't know if a lot of us even have a real checklist that we even really put together and become serious about who we're looking for. Or I think a lot of times it's kind of like a feeling of who you meet and who you're attracted to. So I got to ask you guys around the table, did any of you guys have a checklist of what you wanted in a wife?
I did not. I'll go. Well, outside of the obvious things, like somebody I can respect, somebody tell me the truth, honesty, beauty, and all that, like just the surface level things. You know what I mean? But outside of that, I did not. However, I will say that if I did have a requirement, I didn't realize it till the first day I met my wife, because this is what she got me with, is and you'll understand this. We were having a conversation. We will have a conversation about who changes more, men or women, right? And I said, I was told, for me, I've always said I don't do well with women who come into a relationship with, this is her talking. I know, and I'm going to Tree's nigga point. I know I'm okay. Something's wrong with you, so you make sure you prove to me that you're worthy of me. I'm never good with that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So when I first met my wife, we were talking, and she said this to me. We were talking about relationships, right? I asked her, how are you in a relationship? She said, listen, She says, I understand that in a relationship, the relationship has to be more important than either one of us. And when she said that, I was like, wow, that's the one I want. You know what I mean? She said, like, it ain't about me. At the end of the day, wherever I'm feeling, it has to be what's best. Is it best for the relationship, or am I trying to satisfy me?
Right.
Okay.
So if I said if I had a requirement, it would be that.
Okay, so no real requirement going into it.
Right.
But
that was what got me.
All right.
Yeah.
What about you, Key?
Well, I had my list here, bro. Hell with that shit. Let me tell you something. That list gone, bro.
It's two lines. When I say jump, she say how high. That's your list, right?
I had my list. You saw I physically had my list.
Yeah,
That's gone. Hey, I started out one way.
Okay.
Because you understand, I've gone through a divorce. What I thought then had nothing to do with how I feel now.
Okay.
That's real talk.
So, young in my relationship, what I was demonstrating to me, I just a woman who could take care of the house, who was she had her own confidence level, and we met. That's pretty much. I mean, other than looks, I wasn't trying to look at harm in the monster either.
Yeah, no, we can't have that.
That's what I'm saying. That's a given. The circle level stuff is given. Right?
Yeah. All that was covered, but a lot of stuff I didn't cover. It's like, did you have a woman who wasn't afraid of the word of submissive? Because you say that now, man. When you want to throw a rocket or a hornet's nest, say submissive.
Oh yeah. Because a lot of that
because
stuff.
it's a misconstrued word. It's things like I'm lower than, but I always say, what's the best assistant?
The best assistant?
The best. I need the best assistant in my relationship. A lot of women we talked about earlier said, well, I need help. I need somebody to help me with this, help me with this, help me with that. Now you flip the script on me. Now you want me to be your best assistant. I need you to be my best assistant. Being my best assistant and me being the best leader, we have the best team.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I say this, if you had a company, I just need somebody. My deal is what I need for my company. I need somebody to make sure papers in the copy machine all the time. I don't need you to come to the board meeting and say, the papers in the copy machine, but I heard y'all talking. I think you should do this. No, whoa.
Okay, so because that's gonna bring up a whole nother thing.
I was thinking the same.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
I know what you mean. But I'm saying for the audience of women
Yeah.
that we have, right? The fact that you said like paper in the copy machine, right? I believe a lot of women are going to focus on the example and not your point. Right?
And you know what?
Yeah,
and that's the problem I had.
Yeah.
That's the problem I had. Because you know what? You want to say, well, why didn't I get the job? Because I said I need somebody to put the paper in the copy machine. You told me, yeah, I can do that. And I can do the coffee. I can do, I can be at the board meetings. I can make sure the TV's on. No.
You're saying what you need.
You telling me what, be the best at this. And this is what's going to make my team the best. Yeah. Our team. I shouldn't say my team. Our team. Because that's important for the team to run. See, the problem is we want to do pass our role. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You want to do, as assistant, I use this one analogy. I was talking to my boy Alf Coleman. We were talking, and I said, you know what? If you put a stage up, I need you to put the stage up for the DJ. When I get there, I need that stage set up. I need that spot on. If that stage is up there, you just make life so much easier. I'm plugging up my equipment. I'm ready to go. I don't need you to tell me what records to
like
spin.
I said, let me, because I get what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
But for all the sisters you just offended, right?
I'm tired of being candid with my words, man. You need to hear it.
That's what I say. I got. So ladies, because we got his point, right? But I don't want you to focus on the cup because I think they already coming in.
I'm not good with the soft words.
That you're saying, I'm the boss and I need a secretary to follow me. I think what he's more or less saying is like again, perfect example. You take a corporation. He's the CEO. He needs a great executive vice president, right? That's going to provide him with all the information and all the tools for him to make the best decision. Because as the leader, right? As the leader, no matter how his vice president feels, right? or whatever way she expressed herself, right or wrong, the weight of the decision falls on him.
Absolutely.
So that's basically what he's saying. Like, and I think a lot of women do not understand. Like, we read the word of the Bible say men gave them authority, right? Women kind of believe that in leadership, like the reason a lot of times when you're having issues with submission because you make it think you're weaker, that's not it. Submission has a lot to do with trust, and we can get into another topic.
Yeah.
But bottom line, what you don't understand that when you're a leader, right? All those that help you, when things go awry, your board is looking at the leader. And he can't say, well, the reason why we messed up is because my vice president gave me the wrong information.
No paper in the copy machine.
Right.
That's what it was. No paper in the copy machine.
Exactly. Sports. A coach can't never say, well, we lost the game because our quarterback is stupid. He can't do it. He takes the brunt of the weight
take that.
of all that.
So Don has a non-traditional way that he became married, and you met your wife online, so online dating, and I know that's a whole nother thing.
Right.
That online dating really wasn't even. I've been married 15 years. Online dating wasn't even around like that. I mean, we had MySpace.
But it was taboo.
We had MySpace. We had Black Planet. You would meet somebody, but it was called online dating. So, with you meeting your wife online, were you obviously you was actively looking for a woman? Were you looking for a woman to get married at the time?
Well, first of all, before I get started, I want to thank y'all for letting me be a part of the dynamic panel. But I had an experience with a female before that online, and it didn't go well. She came from South Carolina. She came, we hooked up one weekend. We talked for about 6 months, but she was like desperate. She wanted to move to Texas, get married, go back there at the end. My daughter graduated and get together. It was frightening to me. So I said, well, I'm going to try it again, but I'm going to find somebody locally. Well, I made a mishap. My wife went locally. She was from Dallas, Georgia, you're the hero. But to get to the beginning, I did have a
Wait, you said she's from Dallas, Georgia?
Uh-huh.
That had to be a funny conversation.
Yeah.
What part of Dallas you from?
I asked her about Brooklyn. She had been to Brooklyn. Did she go to Papados in Oakland? She didn't know all that stuff. We didn't know that she was in Georgia and I was here.
Right.
For like a month. We just talked.
Wow.
Yeah, about a month.
That's
And we'll chat. We never talk.
Gotcha.
We chat. Because I think the power of the words in your hand, means something more. And you can say what you want to on the phone.
Right.
But I did have a checklist. My checklist was I wanted somebody who already had a life. She already had a life. I wanted somebody who wasn't a Lois Lane, where I got to be Superman and Clark Kent all the time or change roles. And the last thing that I want somebody to have my front, not my back. Because sometimes when a woman got your back, you still have to look and see, does she really got it?
Yeah, the knife coming in behind.
Exactly. Do you really got it? So with Black People Meet, and I found her, is that the main thing that was the bigger attraction that she wasn't needy.
Yes.
She wasn't needy.
Isn't that surprising when you say that, and we all agree you don't want a needy woman, right?
Yeah.
But we don't want a needy woman, right? You want a woman who can make her own decisions, stuff like that. And then our young Black women out there, first thing they say is, we got problems with independent women. No, we don't.
We don't.
We prefer them.
We don't. We prefer that.
So even when you think about independent, the word means separate away from everything,
exactly.
right? And so a lot of times I'm always saying, stop screaming independence, crying loneliness, because they don't work.
Right,
they don't
exactly.
work.
Right.
So
independent in a relationship, they mutually exclusive.
yeah.
Right?
So when you start talking about needy and want a needy woman, there's a way, because men, I don't care what nobody's saying. I got some guys that argue with me all the time. Men need to feel needed in some way.
Absolutely.
Right?
100%.
But to be needy is another totally different thing. To say a needy woman's like, I can't even move without you needing this and needing that. It's like,
because needy is generally equated to some type of insecurity.
Insecurity.
That's nothing we can do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When you're insecure, you've convinced yourself of your own deficiency. There's nothing the dude can do to help that. Because every time you try to meet one, if you're needy with the insecurity, every time he meets one need, you're gonna raise the bar. It's always gonna you're gonna raise the
Oh
bar.
yeah,
You're
you
gonna
can't
raise
keep
the
up
bar.
with it. You
Exactly.
can't keep
You
up
can't.
with it.
You can't.
So now here's the thing, and I got to jump back to Keith on this one. So when you are talking about putting the paper in the copy machine, right? Because understand. So you said you coming off a divorce.
Yeah.
How long did that relationship span?
What?
The marriage.
I was 34 deep in.
Okay, so we're talking about two
How many
different portions
years?
of your
34.
life.
34. Okay.
We're talking about two. You
Oh,
had two different mindsets.
And let me tell you something. Now let me dig deep. All right. So,
What was that? What was that young guy? What was he? What did he want?
The young guy was. I just wanted. You know what? I want a beautiful wife. I want somebody who knew how to handle their business, independent, and take care of the house. I'm gonna go. You know, I was cut from my old cloth. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna go get it. But I want you to go get it too. But I'm gonna get it more than you get.
Okay.
When I come home, the house straight. You know, we're gonna and everything else taken care of. But I didn't think about the long haul at that time in my life. Here now in my life, I do want a woman to say, hey, you know what? I need a godly woman. I need a woman who read the book of Timothy. Not the Proverbs 31 woman. Everybody said they Proverbs 31, but there's a couple other women in the Bible I think you line up with. It's not Proverbs 31.
Okay. Yeah.
See, that's got to be another topic because I got it.
Yeah.
Proverbs let you
Yeah.
finish.
So and don't get me wrong. When I say a submissive one, I want a woman because you got to understand I'm submissive to somebody, and it's called Jesus Christ. So I got a Bible, the guideline I'm submissive to. So I think women forget that men, you know, when we say leaders, say, well, you can't boss me. I got a boss.
Yeah. You know what? And the crazy thing about it is,
you got somebody
Yeah,
that's an authority.
I just said,
That's an
yeah,
authority.
I said the word
Yeah.
boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got somebody who's over me.
yeah.
And if I'm not doing it right, and you know what, you should know if I'm not doing it right. And I challenge men, young men today, find out what a real woman is. And it's not, and excuse my language, it's not titties and booty and a pretty smile.
No.
They help, but they do fade.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's a good start.
It's a very good start.
But it's something else behind it.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's definitely a conversation
You can
piece.
have all that and a headache every night. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it zip, but
So done. The friendship portion of a relationship, was that something that was important to you?
Very important.
Looking for a wife.
Well, through my growth pattern of relationship, I never had a best friend. I had big butt and smile, light skin, thin, little waisted. I was more external to the internal. And so when I started finding me, is that for like a 6-year span, I stayed single by choice because I didn't want to be needy. I got to have somebody to go to party with, got to have somebody on my hip, got to have somebody to go to Thanksgiving dinner with. So I had that little window for me. So when I knew that I wanted to find a best friend, because, you know, you think a guy, my best friend is my boy I went to school with, my hooping buddy, my party buddy. So friendship very important. So what I had to find out is that some women that I was dating didn't know how to let a man be a best friend. Because he had to be there, I said, that Clark Kent and that Superman all the time.
Right.
Daddy running to the phone booth. Daddy
Right.
just take me for who I am, and let's say yes and no. And I got my cousin in San Antonio. He's a military guy. He told me some long time ago. He said, you have to realize in relationships sometime that the person that's jealous of you is the one you with every day.
Wow. Yeah, that's listen. That's deep.
Yeah.
And sometimes that is true.
But we so locked in.
Right,
So
that's the last person you would be jealous
Yeah.
of me like
Yeah.
that.
So he broke that down to me.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm gonna
That's
tell you
deep.
something. Especially if you get into situations to where things start to pop off
Yeah.
for you, and what you are doing, that other person looking across the way like, well, why you doing this and doing it this way?
Yeah.
And
But you know what the problem is with that? They ain't got nothing going on. It's a difference when two people got something going
Oh, yeah,
on.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
now you know what? Now
Yeah.
my conversation, hey, what you got going on?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I got to do this. I say, oh yeah, okay. You know what? Let me support you this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when I'm doing something, you ask me why you doing. I say, well, you know what? Well, how can I help you?
Yeah.
That's a helpmate.
Yeah.
And that's teamwork.
And so, and that is teamwork. So now, Don brought up the best friend thing. Me personally, you know, my wife asked me recently, you know, am I your best friend? Now, first thing is, she was one of my best friends when we when we first became friends, I had to be with somebody who was my friend, right? Because you know what? I'm gonna tell you what. I really felt that I would do I'm big on friendship.
Right.
I felt I would do my friend better than if I had met somebody and then we just started dating and got into a relationship. Because I don't want my friend looking at me saying, that's how you gonna do me? So, and on top of that, my wife was my friend to the point where she knew all my business. Look, I couldn't have any lingering scragglers on because she was like, nope, I know her. Let them go. That ain't your friend. So the thing is, best friend, is that something that you were looking for in a relationship that you needed?
Yeah. Here's the thing. Yeah, a lot of the things and the requirements that we're talking about, I was just really, really fortunate. I wasn't. The only thing I can say is I knew, because I know me. Anybody that knows me I know myself well, right? And I know what my limitations are. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that I would never get married before I was 40. I knew that.
Oh, wow.
I knew my mindset. I was not mature. I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew that. I knew I had an idea of like, when I say I met the one, she's going to be the one, and I'm going to treat her like that. And I knew at 20, 25, he knew me at 25.
You weren't ready.
And I knew that. That wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
That was not going to happen, right? So with that being said, when I met my wife, literally through the grace of God, I never subscribed to the friendship thing. Right? I never did. Right? My wife had me literally like the first week we were together because nobody talked to me the way she did. Nobody opened up to me the way she did. Nobody was friendly to me like she was.
Man, that's
so
huge.
I never understood, like, real talk, and I am not ashamed of it. He know for a fact, when I met her, I called him and his wife, I met the one. They had known me 20 years and
never heard you say the one.
Never heard me say that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But that's what I said. So I wasn't looking for a friend because I didn't know what that looked like. But praise God that when I found the one, I understand. So I tell her all the time, that's my best friend.
Yeah.
Because I never
But you
had
described
that.
the best friend. Everything you just described was in the best friend.
And that's what I'm saying. I didn't.
It didn't cross you that at the time.
And so what I look at things as levels, right? And I told my wife, I said, no, you ain't my best friend. I said, you're my wife. You're higher than the best friend. And so I was like, stop trying to look for lower rankings. You have got to the point to where.
So now my wife see this, I'm gonna have a problem. She said, "See, I don't want to be your best friend."
I'm sorry.
It was cute.
I'm sorry.
It was cute up until right now.
I'm sorry.
I'm just a best friend. That's where you gonna put me.
Don't call me that no more.
Well, I think that my best friend is his name is Ken. For 42 years, we best friends.
Yeah.
She know that. But it's the first time as far as a relationship where we can talk about anything. I don't have to get away from her. We travel together, and best friend in relationship, it feels so good because you ain't always on the edge.
Oh yeah.
You're not on the edge.
Yeah,
Because he said something real big because you know what? In real live conversation with a woman, as a person of the opposite sex, when you can have an authentic conversation, and I don't have to be candy with my words because you know me. You know, he said, I can't believe you said that, but you know what? Me. That's me. You, like you said, you know hey, like a brother. We passed best friends. He said, I know what you're saying.
Family, right?
You know, he said, I know what you're talking about. So that woman across from me should know what I'm talking about. Now it may sound bad on your ears or somebody else's ears, but said, no, I know what he's saying.
And you know what? And it's funny because, and I know, my wife watched this. It might sound a little funny, but when we talked before the show, and when somebody mentioned like, "Oh, you guys are best friends," both of y'all was like, "Nah, y'all automatically ranked it above that,
exactly.
right?" So it's like, no, we have reached a level above that. Now, here's the thing: it's kind of like when you are, my dad, man. Me and my dad talk every day, and I know they say you get to a point where you get old enough, and then your dad or your mom becomes your best friend because it's how you guys communicate. And you know what? I still would never call my dad my best friend because, to me, being a dad him being my dad ranks above what what a friend can do.
Totally
So and it's just the way I rank stuff, and it's the same way Don you talked about with your wife. Like, man, travel together, go places. Best travel partner in the world. We can just hang out no matter what goes bad. She's not one of them ones that's hey, this and that. I can't stand that because we look at a checklist for me, and then now that we done got all of our our things out. Now we have our conversation.
So
right?
I got a question for Spider. So now on that end, you can say best friend because you guys have studied each other.
Mm-hmm.
So when you talk, I studied you to the point so I understand you, not to control you.
I got 2 levels. He's talking a level as a best friend. One of the levels is that I done had situations before that I had a female relationship where other woman, I can't have that conversation with them because they're insecurity. Mm-hmm. Anybody can come in here. I can talk to any woman. My wife can sit here. She's gonna stay quiet because she know they like to hear my thoughts. Mm-hmm. Secondly, is that best friend is that we can have arguments and disagreement. Mm-hmm. We got a rule. I go in the room and she go in the room. We never take a ride. Mm-hmm. In relationship, I want to take a ride. Let me get my ass up out of here.
Yeah.
Let me take a ride.
Yeah.
But you got a best friend. You sit there and you ride it out. So it's a lot of levels with best friends that instead of just say, oh, we hung go. No, this what best friends do.
Do me a favor and explain the ride because you told me something about why you don't want to take the ride.
Because you'll start riding all the time.
Yeah.
And you'll wind up going, say, you know what, got a little honey over here named Ken. Let me ride by her out. Mm-hmm. But you know what, let me take a block. Let me go see what's down here on the little corner.
Yeah.
So we start taking rides, you're going to divert back to what you used to do or what you used to be about.
That is so true, man.
Hold on now. My ex was taking rides. You ain't got to talk about, man.
I'm going to take a ride.
Hold on. Explain this riding a little bit more. I've been bamboozled.
Boy, you's a fool. But no, that's real talk, man, because the first time me and wifey had like a real blow up because I was very similar to you because I was like, I ain't doing long distance relationships. Man, my wife, she's living in Houston.
My wife in Atlanta.
Yes, you got me beat. But so I was driving back and forth to Houston. And me and her, I don't even remember what it was, but me and her got into a big argument. And as I told you before, I know me, right? I am quick, fight or flight. You know what I mean? More instead of women, instead of fighting, I'm out, right? So what I did was we got in an argument. My thing was this. My thing was, and let me stop here real quick. When you talk about friendships with women, I've had platonic friendship with women all my life, right? And my girlfriend, if I had one at the time, my wife now, never had the issue with them because my friends became their friends. So they knew from the jump there was nothing going on. Now, I get back to my story because I'm saying that for a reason, right? Is when we got into this fight, right, my mind was like, okay, you've been here before, and it's your thing to say something hurtful and then bounce. But don't do that this time because she's different. Now, that's in my mind. So I walked out so I wouldn't say nothing to hurt her. But she thought I left to go back to Dallas.
Right.
And she called my homegirl, that's my sister, right? She called my homegirl to tell her that she thought, she's like, Brian left, we broke up, and this, that, and third, right? So my sister friend was on the phone like, I know this nigga did this because we and her just went to get the engagement ring a week before. So she like, and she knew it behind. She said, this nigga, So she's texting me like, yo, what are you doing? And I said, I'm sitting outside. So she said, well, she think you broke up with her. I'm like, no, I didn't. I said, you just is why I can't tell her I'm talking to you right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that was just like when you said that, just popped in my head that because that was typically my thing. We fight, I'm going to say something to hurt you, sit you down, and I'm out. You know what I mean? And you're right. And I'm just saying that point. That was my norm, so I always did that. So you're right. He was absolutely
and another level about you got to get to the show is that at least 3 exes, when I got with my wife, I make that phone call because I still got a relationship with the 3 exes. they know Trudy. They ask me how Trudy doing. They know I ain't try to creep with you. They know I ain't try to get with you. They know when they call or text me, oh, that was them, or oh, that was so-and-so, whatever. So that's another form of friendship.
Right.
As your best friend.
Right.
So you can interject those people was a part of your life.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you the funny thing about it. So me and my wife, listen, we platonic friends. We had traveled together. I'd been to her family's house. She had been around, my people, and so she was my, they say, oh, that was my sister. I tried to hook her up with everybody, because I was like, it was just a platonic type thing.
Right.
But I really believe the way that I treated her as a friend allowed her to have more confidence in me, because I'm like you. I got platonic, female friends, and I think she looked and said, wow, he was never. He never treated me like, oh, well, I'm only been with you because of. It just so happened that, I think God just said, yo, he did tell me personally, like, hey, that's her. And I was like, who? I was like, nah, that's my friend. So, so I think that mindset of being able to say, how can you be as friend and friendly and have that? But I think you guys bring a good point when you said to have a woman that's friendly to you. Because there's a thing right now, and so y'all ready to talk now? All right.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
But before we talk, I want to say something about what he about 34 years. Is that I know when you hear women, especially when you said you did 34 years, and they said, oh.
Oh yeah.
But I don't see that.
You the first person.
And you know why?
Yeah, you the first person.
They said you did a job well done.
And
see, your first job, you ain't gonna stay 34 years. You had a job, you did 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, till you find that job at Southwest, wherever you may work. Now I got longevity.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a person been married 5 times or 6 times. That ain't bad.
Right.
You just trying to figure that job out till you find what job you for your career.
You the first person. You the first because everybody else said,
No.
I can't believe that. That had to be terrible.
No,
everybody, yeah. You the first person ever said
Time
that.
is up.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Move on to the next
Kids are grown, you raise whatever it is, but the bottom line where friendship don't end is that, oh, y'all still friends. That's the one that's harder than a marriage.
You know what? It's funny you say that, and we're better friends now. But it gets sticky every now and then. But we're better friends now. But if I go back after this, I gotta have somebody I can have an authentic talk with. I'm a person of understanding, so I gotta understand what's going on. Now, I'm not afraid to say, I was wrong on that. I could have done that differently. But understand my motive, and it's not a motive my motive is a good motive. I'm trying to communicate with you. Communication is huge with me. If we can't communicate, then don't try to communicate and manipulate me.
At the same time,
hey, I'm from Memphis. School
now,
hustle.
how old were you when you got married?
Man,
You was in your 20s?
I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
Well, I say this real quick. My daughter.
Because we met, I was 25 when we met. Y'all, it's when we met, Fast was 2.
Yeah, so I've been, I got, and you got to understand, my way of thinking, I wanted to get married early, wanted to have a family. On the back end, I was going to say, hey, now the kids are gone, going to travel, then calculate grandkids, then calculate a knucklehead daughter, I end up raising a grandkid, then calculate none of that. I don't know what the OGs were, but it was missing in action.
Nobody told you.
Nobody told me that part.
But real quick, the name of y'all show is about toxic masculinity. My daughter, she's 32, and her husband committed suicide.
Oh, man.
And he was 31, she was 20 at the time, and he left 4 kids. But one thing that didn't have that conversation is that he was in a deep depression, had a great job during motor. But one of the things wasn't no book in marriage.
Right.
They was boyfriend and girlfriend from 10th grade all the way through. They never had a life. They never did independent. They never had an apartment, own house. Then they wake up one day and say, "Well, we got 4 kids. I won't be married no more." Well, the mental part got to him. She said he just be sinking don't want to go do this, want to go to the casino, want to do things. He want to be single, but sometimes that mental part. So I ain't no expert or no therapist, but sometimes is that you got to have even relationship have time for you.
Right. Yeah, you gotta have that time.
Right.
You gotta find time for you, and that person who with you got to understand.
Right.
You got to go, let you go do you, because we're not woven together. You stop saying that.
No. You listen, we ain't woven together. You know, they say when two become one. I understand the concept where we have bonded.
We one team.
We one team.
Yeah.
But you still got your own thoughts. I still got my own thoughts, and we have to figure out a way to align those together.
Now I've been told, we should be able to think the same thoughts.
I
was like, shoot.
Think the same thoughts.
Hey,
why can't we both think you crazy? Because we never agree that you crazy, man.
A couple of them hits in football. I left a couple.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the female.
You talking about why can't both of y'all agree that she's crazy?
Well, we can agree to that too.
No, y'all can't. Y'all never agree to that. Hey, but see, here's the thing. So this is what I know. So we got the things that we talked about what we wanted to know or we wanted to look for. Yo, let's get to this list about what you didn't want. Because see, I think a lot of times, a lot of people are operating in a way that they think is going to get them somebody, and we can sit here and tell you, that's a whole lot of shit that we were like. What's that?
I didn't want nobody who knew every damn body.
Oh,
she ain't from here.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't want no sorority sister, I didn't want no cousin. I didn't want no co-worker. I didn't want that circle.
Yeah.
I ain't want that circle.
Listen, side note, there was a question that was going around social media that said, yo, if you was with your woman for a year, y'all had a good solid relationship, y'all serious, exclusive, and you found out that somebody she had been part of a train, it was somebody you knew, could you stay with her?
Hey, man.
Would you stay with her?
I could.
I had a lot of dudes say she did that in the past.
That's a past.
And
I'm walking in the house, I'm be like,
damn.
Hey, man, because everybody got a pass now.
Everybody got a pass. But hey, yours don't need to come out. We don't.
Some things I ain't ready to handle right now.
Listen, real talk, man. Real talk, man. Oh my God. My sister that I was talking, my sister friend. Man, me, her, my wife, and I'm sorry, me, her, my wife, and the other friend of ours. We was at his house, right? We was at his house. He had a party, right? He had a party, and our friends, female, is like that. Like she was
you
know what I mean?
Yeah.
She live out of state, like way out of state.
Way out of state.
Way out of state. Look, she had such a reputation. She had to leave Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God damn.
Straight up. So she came in town with a dude from where she lived. Bro, listen. T, I'm telling you, it was about 60 people in my new house.
Like.
And the dude she bought was the only one that know about 10 dudes in
there.
Man. Oh, bro. And my wife knows her. My wife is like, oh my God, I feel so bad.
And he dapping it up.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. He can introduce the people, right? I'm sitting there, I told wifey, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I said, you can't be that.
No,
can't be that.
I said, do it.
I was like, no, because I'm sitting there, like, it was like, I'm telling you, it's about 60 people in that party. Well, like, so 60 people in that party, and 59 knew she was a freak.
Except for one. And he's over there just smiling. Yeah. Hey, man, listen. Now, I'm going to tell you. So now, if you tell me, back when I was in college, this happened, right? And you went to college in Virginia. We live in Texas. We never going to your homecoming. Never. And you better say bye to everybody else. But if you say that it was here and it was so happened to be somebody I know that was in that, and so they were like, a buddy of mine said, yo, man, y'all been together a year, y'all serious, y'all, you know, she ain't show you nothing, that's her past, you done some stuff, she done some stuff. I said, yeah, but she don't know about it. And I don't know about it.
Right.
I don't need to know because I can't be in that situation.
Well,
I can't handle that.
Tell you, this is the deal. That's all them situations. What you gonna do with that information? You know, like what you gonna do with that information? Because like, even if you just had a conversation with your girl, like, hey, I want to let you know, man, I ran through the cheerleader squad back in college, and a couple of them, you know, what good comes out of that conversation? If your girl say, you know what, I want you to know before we got married, the whole offensive line ran straight. It was a hell of a night.
Yeah.
I had some ecstasy and we was on that tequila. Hey, now you telling me that
you can't root for that team no more? If your university come on TV, you can't even watch the game.
Listen, I'm like this. This what I get mad about. This what I get mad. If that was me, I'd knock her out because she waited after I got married. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I got investments in it. I got equity in this. Tell me, because look, that's what I did to my wife. I told my wife, I told her, before that, I said, listen, now good thing I'm from the Northeast. I'm 1,500 miles away. But I told her in college, hey, yo, you know, I wasn't the dude you were like in college.
Yeah.
I told her straight up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And let's be real. It's different from men and women. It is.
It's a double
difference. But you said you could. You said
I know, and that's cool, but you heard what I said. I said, I'm not that mature. You know what I'm saying?
See, it's water, to me, it's water under the bridge.
Yeah,
but one thing we have in this world now with technology, we can do our homework. We can go research and just see. Because sometimes folks want to put a tag on folks, because whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But even when they do that, is that it's almost like that thing came up about body count. I don't want to know your body count. I'll give a damn.
Right.
What did that do with me?
Yeah.
I'm knocking you down now. I don't care.
Well, you notice the saying say you can't turn the hotel house
like
body
count, man, because it's like,
I don't.
Man,
no, I don't.
Because I need to know,
you know
if
what?
I got a Ferrari or a dirt bus. Dirt bus is community property. Dirt bus is public transportation. I need to know. I mean, look, if 2 or 3 people had a Ferrari, okay, that's cool.
You know why? Because even with my phone, I don't have a password on my phone. You can go on my phone anytime. But sometimes you'll find something you don't want to know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to know. I don't know the body count. I want to keep driving that car like as is.
I don't. It's like, listen, it's like cancer, right? You know what I'm saying? It's cool if I don't know, but if it sit there for a while, it can be deadly.
Well, you know what? I would say this in Spider's case. It's like this. Now, if you carry yourself like you still a hoe, that's a problem.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, exactly.
Now,
if everybody rumping you
and you up there cheese and grinning,
exactly. Right.
Like,
there you go.
Something ain't right about that.
Something ain't right about that.
If you up at 2 o'clock in the morning,
you
know, now you still acting the part. And then I got a problem.
Hey, boss, and that's cool until every grocery they in, somebody saying, she look like. Damn, there's a whole bunch of dudes always pointing and looking. Well, I used to be cinnamon back in the day.
But see, this is what he ain't thinking about. See, he's saying that right now, right? See, all right. So, okay. You on the football team, right?
Yeah.
And you got that dude that's, you know, knocking the chick 11 right.
Yeah.
All right. So when he bring a chick up, right? You already in your mind like he ain't feeling her. This dude. He got 20 other, but she may be the one. And this conversation happened. He bring the girl, introduce you to her. You used to her not being nobody. You know what she means? I'm like, man, I hit that dog, and you know she can suck. And he be like, well, she didn't do that to me.
Hey, but you know what? In the league, I've heard those guys say, yo, pretty much identify who your main and your top side is, and then we're gonna say
top side.
He say who the ones you deal with. So we'll know, and then we'll also be able to say, hey, she ain't who she say she is, and so they have those conversations.
Yes.
But see, one of the things that you said about him is that one thing about in athletes' favor or entertaining, especially athlete, is that that's an attraction for that girl. She want him to knock down 10 or 20. Women don't have no problem. They say that, they don't have no problem with that. Because they main thing, girl, I got him now.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny. That topic came up. Women want a man that other women want. If nobody wants you, then they're like, what's wrong with him?
Hold up, dog, but they just me, right? everybody wants something that everybody wants, right? But variety brings depreciation.
You said,
You know what I'm saying?
don't bring 2 school buses.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, you want, like, okay, for example.
No, I get what you're saying, bro.
For example, everybody wants $1 billion. Billion is attractive, right? But to accomplish that level, it ain't easy. It's not easily accessible. You know what I'm saying? Because I tell wifey all the time, right? My wife ain't got to be beautiful with everybody. She's beautiful to me. But I always tell her, I don't want to go nowhere. Nowhere we go where I'm the only dude attracted to you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
right.
So,
nobody wants that either.
So when you say everybody wants somebody, they want somebody that everybody wants from an attractive standpoint, an established standpoint. But I'd have to say, particularly with dudes, right? You want a woman that everybody's attracted to. You don't want a woman that everybody been hit.
Oh yeah. I think women. I don't need the DJ to get on the mic and say, "That Candy from back in the day, Candy, we see you in the house."
Right. And so when you say it's different, for men and women, I will say this. The difference for me, call me naive or what, I think women of standard, like we ain't talking about no hoes, just a woman that, I think for women, they don't mind a dude being experienced as long as it ain't up in her face. Meaning, you can have 100 women as long as she, I'm not talking about side chicks, I'm talking about your past. As long as she like, you respect me and that ain't coming up in my face, I'm cool. Because I think women are a little bit more tolerable that you may be experienced, right?
Absolutely.
But I even think that, I don't know what that number is, but I think at some point, like I'm saying, you got 20, her number may be 20, it's cool. But if you got 1,020, I don't know if I want
she can't be the female Will Chamberlain.
But I had a situation, my wife and I, about 3 or 4 years ago, we was at a basketball game. And we was walking down, and I carry a lot of bags. So this lady, she hit my wife. And she said, excuse me. She said, ma'am. She said, yeah, can I help you? She said, can I ask your husband where he got that bag? I never had that happen. But what I felt that day is that my wife said, go ahead and ask him. But in this world where we live in, she would have came right to me and asked me right. But on the other hand, I ain't have a damn fool wife. We talking to her for.
That's what I'm saying. On both points, that's the point I was saying. Those are mature women.
Mature women.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying on both points.
Because I was impressed with the lady. When I was.
Right. Well, it's rules to the game. I'm like this. If I walk up to a woman and she's with a dude, I don't care who it is. If I don't acknowledge her man first, and me on the street side, I just disrespect that.
Yeah. And see, that's something I've actually done. Like if I saw, like for me, right, my thing, man, I got a thing for women's shoes. Like I like women with nice shoes. That's my thing. That's my thing. I ain't got no foot fetish or nothing, but a nice pair of shoes. And so if I did that, if they were like that nice, I would tell dude, hey man, no disrespect, but I just want you to know I like your lady's shoes. It's a nice pair of shoes, right? And but I generally wouldn't do that. But if I did, I would tell him first.
Right. That's a respectful move. That's a respectful move.
But I got to tell y'all this story real quick. I was working downtown, and I tell folks about downtown. If you work downtown, nothing but a club with no alcohol. If you can't pull downtown, you ain't got no skill. all shapes, sizes, and colors come downtown. Looking good every day.
Downtown's a club.
But it's this honey that she worked in the building with me, and we were on the elevator, and she on the elevator, and I said, hi. She said, hi. I said, this one Van Elite you got on? She said, how you know? I said, I just know my shoes like that. And then she said, yeah. So we started kicking it. Well, that come from my first wife. We used to drive to Austin to a store called Leon and buy her shoes. We'll drive to Houston to Sackowitz and get her shoes. So I got a fetish to start to see women get on nice shoes, nice heels, nice shoes. So when you said that, I said, oh man. I said, that's an $8 you got on?
My wife's shoe game is always on
my
point.
wife, I buy some shoes.
I love a nice pair of shoes. And I know Don said he had the one thing, that he didn't want. You guys chime in.
Yeah,
what's one thing that you didn't want in a woman?
and I guess it all goes under the umbrella of insecurity, man. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with a female that's insecure.
Yeah.
I can't deal with a deep female that's like, I'm cool with you disagreeing with me, right? But I said this before in the last show. We all are proud of our experiences, but I find it common either in the circle of the women I've dated or the circle of women that I've been around in my 50 some odd years of life, right? That when it comes to a disagreement, many women feel that you can't just disagree. They gotta embarrass you, put you down, or be mean just to say me. I can't deal with that, man. I can't. You know, you be like, baby, I don't like your hair. Well, your dick's small. What the fuck?
It's like you gotta do that one up.
But you know,
baby, I ain't like your dress. Well, you broke. What?
Yeah, I got that. Well, I had a situation where I had one of the insecure women. Insecure. I think I told Clarence about it. And she was so insecure that she emailed all my friends, my boss at my job, told about all our personal business, all that. But this is,
unfortunately.
But this would have rubbed me the road. I won even more.
Yeah.
I still won, no matter what you put. I didn't lose. I still won. You lost.
Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you something. So I'm like you, boss. Insecurity, I can't take it. So I had a girl I was dating, and I said before my wife, I said, look, she told me, you know, I'm in the journey of losing weight and things like that. She said, you know what? When you lose the weight you want to lose my number. She said, because you hell now. I can only imagine. And I said, look, we ain't gonna make it. I said we ain't gonna make it because I said I came out of a relationship with somebody who had some insecurity situations. I said, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you have struggles with your own insecurities, I'm a bulldozer. I'm gonna run right over you. Exactly. I was like, I know me. You cannot be insecure, and that's the one thing about my wife that I love is that she does not have that insecurity gene in her that has her wondering. She don't have that because she like I said, she knew me before. She knew. Look, you come to me and your insecurity, your feelings gonna get hurt,
right?
Because I'm that person where I'm not gonna even care about them. I can't. That's your issue. And I can't sit here and be worried about your issue on everything. Right. You know, and when you're so, because you got to think about it, insecure people, everything is an issue.
Right. Everything.
Everything is an issue.
And that's what I said. You can't fix that because that's something that they created in themselves.
Yeah.
That's why I say they will always, like, if you got a woman who's insecure about her weight or her looks, right? You know, if you can tell her 100 times, baby, you look good. This is, oh, you didn't tell me yesterday. All right, well, I'll tell you every day. Oh, now you tell me. It's like the bar will always be raised because they convinced themselves of that.
Boss, I did this. I told one lady I was with, I said, hey, listen. I said, listen, you look great. I love you. But I've noticed that your confidence changes when you gain weight. Mm-hmm. I said, I'm not talking about me and my like for you.
Right.
We out in public right now, and you still look good. I said, but I'm noticing you change, and I want you to do this for you. Right. Oh,
so
it was an issue.
Hey, now let me tell y'all something, because I'm a victim of an insecure person. So let me tell you, it just came on the light bulb. I said, why am I moving like this? I'm moving like I'm doing something wrong when I ain't doing nothing wrong. So you know what? I said, no, I'm not finna. So I'm gonna change my stance. I'm gonna move how I move. If it's a problem how I move, then you need to change. Yeah. See, the problem is we wanna we condition ourselves to have sympathy for the person with the insecurities. How can I help with these insecurities? You know how I can help you with the insecurities? Take the crutch away from you. Now, I got to make a clear decision, and the person across me got to make a clear decision. Are you gonna be able to function like this? Because I'm no longer. I can give you empathy, but not sympathy for your insecurities. So now that's
you don't be the crutch.
I can't absorb your problems.
Yeah, because most of the time those problems come from years before you even got to me. So those are issues that you got to deal with.
I'm not surprised because you could probably speak on as well the way I know you about insecurities. Because I'll just say something that you can expand on if you want. It's like when I first met you, right? Mm-hmm. You still do it. Mm-hmm. I don't because I don't play ball no more. but you was a gym rat. Like we was in the gym 24/7, right? And at the time I met him, like I said, we was in our 20s, right? I mean, we was hitting the gym like crazy, right?
Yeah.
But his wife didn't go to the gym. And I used to always think like, man, like, cause you know you have commonalities, right? And I always like, I know that has to be an issue because like he was in the gym 24/7, right?
Yeah.
And she wasn't. Yet it was like he spent a lot of time at the gym because that's where we were. And obviously there's like if he's at the gym, there are women there who like working out at the gym, and she made it like it was a problem for him, right? You know what I mean? Like we in the gym together, like we playing ball, so we get, you know what I mean? And it was like, and he was like, tell her, why don't you come? But she, you know what I mean? So it was like,
you know, and Don always tell me, he said, man, always offer an invitation.
Always.
Always offer an invitation.
Always offer.
Yeah. You
You
say,
can
hey, if there's
But
issue.
hey, now, what's the motive of your invitation? Because
for you not to come.
well, no, not for me. I'm talking about.
I didn't see that coming.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm talking about what's the woman's motivation. I'm saying I'm bringing. It's like this.
You said
if I bring you to, if I say, and I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying now if you come to this gym, don't bring insecurities to my house. That's my house. So don't. Now you really want to get? I'm gonna fire back at you. And it ain't gonna be pretty because don't bring that insecurity. I'm trying to work out. Well, who is that? Well, who is that? Look, now, damn it, take your ass back to the house.
But you said what's the motivation for the invitation?
No, not for the invitation. I'm talking about for the person. Like if Jane Doe got insecurities with me going to the gym. Jane Doe, I tell you what, come on, go to the gym and hang out with me. She said, okay, I never thought you asked. I get to the gym. I'm doing my thing. That's my place. That's
and people
my
know
spot.
you.
People know me.
Yeah.
Now, all of a sudden, she bring that same energy to my safe house. That's a problem. And it's gonna be an explosion with that.
This is the reason I always extend an invitation. One thing about a woman, the more you tell them they can't, the more they want.
Right.
Well, you know
I know what you can't. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
The more you tell them
so,
they can't, the more they will.
Right.
Is that
Right.
Because the deal is
That's
that,
I wish I did meet one like that.
because what it is that their no is more solidified than your no. No, but need to go. So it's a why, how come, and what is it?
Yeah.
So you come and see it. This all y'all do up here? Is that boring? Yeah. I'm gonna keep coming on Monday night.
Right.
So the more you keep
there.
coming, then you're gonna say, I'm gonna stay here. But I don't wanna go.
Oh.
So now that's up to you. You can come every time. I'm still gonna hoop.
Yeah.
We still gonna talk after we get through hooping.
Right.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Right.
You want to come? You can go sit in the car, whatever.
And they you know what?
You can come
they
do
be
that.
bored as hell.
They be bored.
And they be
So
like,
now,
I'm ready to go.
so about
No. This is what I do.
This is what I do.
Yeah. You're not rushing your workout.
So it's for you
Right.
to
You
say
see what
no.
I'm saying?
Right.
When you
keep
go to the
coming.
gym,
Yeah.
you're not rushing
So
your
I think
workout.
is that what you meant by when you give the invitation? Was the
What
like
you-
was
yeah.
they with
Yeah,
like
yeah,
is
yeah,
she
yeah.
coming to see what you're doing or coming to spend time with you?
Right,
And Jimmy is coming to find out what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when you get there, you upset like,
Yeah.
well, who I said, now let me tell you something. I take my gym serious.
Oh, yeah.
You know, now I ain't trying to knock down on nobody's gym. I ain't hitting on nobody's gym. Now, as the women ask me, say, hey, how you do this, do that, or it's a family deal there. You know what I'm talking about?
But mine was hooping. Yours, you working out.
Yeah.
In that situation, it's a little different because women want to come see. They're already scanning their dress. Women know women too. They want to come see. And this have got this tight ass outfit on, and she been in front of my man.
Bro,
But see,
that's the same thing.
Hey,
And listen, real quick, bro. The workout phase now with Instagram and all that is vastly different because everybody did it. We used to have a thing all the time. Right now, we had some women in the gym. Right, we had some women. But I say, me, we used to go, we used to hang out stuff like that. We say it all the time. We say all these women looking for men, right? But they don't go all the men. I mean, bro, I'm telling you, when we used to go to the gym, for every 10 dudes, it was one chick. You know what I'm saying? They were like, this age is different now. I mean, and they were fine, tight. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like, we was going like women everywhere. They get the hair done, they get the nails done, they get all that done. But they don't go to the gym.
Go to the gym.
But the sister that was there, she had her pick.
Had her pick.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. You know, we were talking about also things you didn't want. Yo, man, I could not do a ghetto girl.
No, that's embarrassing.
Hey, man,
I'm with you, man.
I can't.
I can't.
As your girl?
No, as your girl. As your. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah,
do
but
that.
hold on.
What level
But
of hood you
hold on.
Yeah.
You talking about gold teeth and the ultimate with the
no.
spinners?
Ain't never.
With the ultimate with the spinners? With the,
But
hey,
this is
Look, if
I go on
no.
with that.
This is me and him just had the conversation the other day. The other day we had the conversation. You know why I can do one? Because them the one that they know where they are, they know what they want or don't want, and they know to let you go or you let them go. Ain't no fight with the ghetto girl.
Yeah, but in
no
certain
fight.
areas you can't
what
take
kind of
them
girls
to.
you know? Because the ones I know, it is going to be a fight. You ain't leaving.
Ain't no fight.
She tired of one nigga. You ain't going nowhere.
No. If you go in there weak ass nigga or you needy or whatever, but you go in there like you a pimp like that, they ain't gonna fuck with you, let you be you.
Yeah.
I just, but the
I
thing,
know.
I must come from a different hood. Man, listen.
all I'm saying is,
Because see,
I'm talking-
they know your pedigree.
But see,
look at him.
but see,
Damn,
but
that nigga is he got on them shoes like they got that look. They know your style.
Yeah.
They know you.
But
they
but
know
nah.
you ain't been a be with them
But
all the time.
let's not sugarcoat this though.
They happy because they around
Let's
you.
not
I can't
sugarcoat
see-
this.
I
We're
can't-
talking loud.
Yes.
We're talking
Oh,
confrontational.
oh, you going deep.
We're talking.
I'm talking Cardi B.
I'm not talking about from the hood. I'm talking about a ghetto girl.
Oh, yeah,
You're
that's
not talking about
different.
the hustling.
No, I'm talking about a girl who a lot of times she presents well because she went to school.
Oh, you talking
She
about where I take Shanique with the Paris? She come in with some biker tights.
Wait. But there's a lot of ghetto girls who, when you see them,
Yeah.
Right.
oh, they looked apart.
Hey, shout out to all my ghetto girls. Y'all cool with
No,
me.
hey,
No.
they looked apart.
No drama.
They got the degree. They
Yeah,
got the nice
yeah.
car. But every time you just, it's a confrontation.
Yo.
It's a
Yeah,
it's
you
a
talking
lot.
about, yeah.
Hold on.
I
I'll show
can't-
you. Look, I'll tell you right now. I'm not gonna say their name, right? I'm gonna text it you because I don't want to put the man on blast.
Yeah.
'Cause he's well known, right?
Okay.
But this dude right here, right?
You'll give us a name.
See,
I'm
one thing about the
saying
ghetto girl.
No, I'm not gonna tell you. This is the point you make. This dude right here.
Okay.
This dude right here.
Yeah.
All right, you can tell Spider with it, but this dude right here, if you look at this girl, she one of the baddest chicks you have ever seen on the planet. All right, go look at her on YouTube. As fine as she is, she cuts like Richard Pryor, and I'm like, yo, she like, oh, like, I'll cut one of these.
That's on him. But see, that's on him though.
Hey, so let me
that's
ask
on
you.
him.
So let me ask you. Could you have a ghetto girl who wasn't fine?
Can I have a ghetto girl that wasn't fine?
Does she get the pass because of the body? Because if I give you an average ghetto girl,
what ghetto girl?
the perspective just changed.
It's changed.
Hey.
Is it possible for a ghetto girl not to have a body?
Listen. I'm telling y'all. When I think of it, we got the real hood rats, right? I ain't talking. I'm talking about a girl with a ghetto mentality to the point where
That's what I'm talking about.
sometimes you can't even take her nowhere. It's just like, you know,
This is
so
what-
you just gonna let him look at me like,
Yeah.
I can't get into that.
Bruh.
Well, that's
See,
an insecure
I'm
ghetto
telling
girl.
you.
But see,
T, this is exactly what you're talking about.
but them girls to me, them girls, them girls.
As hard as to believe, she's like, that's who I'm talking about. And she's exactly like that. I'm telling you.
I can tell when she curve in the back.
I'm telling you. When you look at it, you like, man.
But see, this is the
But
deal.
when you
though.
listen to her talk, you're like, where did that come from?
But this one thing about the ghetto girl more than the bougie girl, you can break her in before you can break that bougie girl in.
Now, bougie girl,
you can break her in.
Yeah. Well,
If you a hell of a
know
no.
about
Trust me.
that,
If you a hell of a nigga, you got skill, you can break her in. Cause that bougie girl still want to do her own thing.
That's not my experience.
Hey, I'm using this word. Spider say you can coach them up.
You can coach them up.
You can't coach a bougie girl down.
You can't.
I can coach him up, but you can't coach her down.
That's it.
Now I came with a better word. Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. you called your bluff. Yeah. You know what? And I'm gonna tell you something. When you talk about the bougie and the ones that are what they call label whores, when they got to have everything. I ain't got time for that in my life where you can't wear none if it ain't a label because you always trying to stunt for the gram. And I didn't have time for that in my life. And that was one of the things I was like, I can't do that.
Now, let me ask you this, right? Because I agree with you, right? Because there's a difference, and I'll make this point clear, because you're going to have women like that. Wait, hold on, right? But I agree with you. I don't like the type that has to have name brand for it to flash. I ain't got a problem with a chick that has good taste, and that's why she with name brand.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what, man? That becomes the blanket cover. Well, yeah, I got good taste. No, your ass is secure, and if it ain't got a big logo on it,
right,
and you ain't branded with it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, like let me say this. Like, I give you a shoe. Like, YSL's very expensive pair of shoe, right? Mm-hmm. Typically, right? Every once in a while, you may make a pair that has YSL on it, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't, right? But a woman with good taste in shoes, she would just know these shoes are $2,000, but they may not have an emblem on it, right? Christian Louboutins, everybody know what those are, right?
Yeah,
so I'm saying you have women who wear some real expensive shoes, but you won't know.
Right.
But then you got someone, hey, I got
if
to
it don't have the logo,
right? You know
I can't wear it.
Like the ladder, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you that it's a player move I did one day. I was at FedEx, and I was doing my little FedEx work. So this white girl came in there, and she had on these nice slacks. It had the cuff in them, but she had the Anne Klein slingbacks. Mm-hmm. She had a nice little cotton shirt. So got ready to. She went out, and I went out. I said, "Excuse me, man, I don't mean no harm, but I really like them slingbacks you got and your cuff slack." So she just was shocked. And I walked on. She said, "Oh, thank you." But it wasn't labeled. Mm-hmm. It wasn't nothing labeled. But you know, like you said, you knew what it was. Mm. So when you labeling it, it's like, damn, she had to let me know everything she got. But the white girl was just shocked.
Yeah.
And that we mean, we look at that little simple shit.
Yeah.
No, but see, that's kind of what I'm saying. Maybe my point I'm saying is a little. Okay, you could be understated. Nothing wrong with that, right? But like I said, okay. Example, right? Not saying he can't do it. Mark Cuban, right? Mark Cuban probably wouldn't be driving a Tesla, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say he drove Benz, big Maybach, right? For Mark Cuban, in his mind, he's not driving a Maybach so you can see him in a Maybach. No. He's driving a Maybach because for his lifestyle, that's what he likes. Right. And I'm saying I can deal with that. A chick that likes to dress nice and has no name brand price stuff simply because like she can afford it and she can I can dig that. I'm cool with that. But one has got to do it like you said. Yeah. I'm wearing this because I've been on the ground. There was a perfect example. There was a chick, man, I wish wifey was here because she could tell me who she is. There was a chick that was going to high-end luxury car stores, right? No, automobile. And she would take them out for a test drive, then take pictures with it and flash it to everybody like she was rolling like that. And apparently she got busted on Instagram. But that's your point. Like she can't even afford to ride, but fronting the lifestyle, right?
Well, Bow Wow did.
Is that what? Yeah.
I never forget. A lady told me something. I like to get that wisdom from the old school ladies. And she said, when you see a woman and you see her and she got a whole lot of diamonds on her hand, you don't want to talk to her. I said, why you mean that? Her name was Aunt Esther, we call her. Not Aunt Esther, but Miss Elsie. She said, because the ring's high in her hand. You can't see how pretty her hand is.
Well, no, I was going somewhere else to that, but
I started looking at that. Mm-hmm. I used to see chick with a lot of diamond on every finger, everywhere, like she got it going on.
Yeah, but
I can't see your hand.
Yeah.
And as a man, I want to see your pretty hand, your pretty nail, but the ring, take it away. So if I got a diamond on every ring, you think I got it going on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. I thought you were saying, I can't, like, what I thought you were saying is like, because, hands and feet, like I said, I don't have a fetish, but I like it. I can't have a chick that have on $1,000 pair of shoes, peep toes, and then you look at the toenails, they're chipped. Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought you meant.
No,
Like she got on a diamond ring, but the hands
I
not
never
meant
got
to do
that.
it. Yeah,
But less is more to me.
Less is
But
more,
I've
yeah.
seen anytime. I always say now, and I could be very wrong because I'm profiling. You see a chick who got 9,000 rings on her hand.
Yeah, that's too much.
I bet you, I'm gonna go down this road. Materialistic.
But a lot of times,
yeah.
guys will start to think that. And I had a friend who she wears a lot of just costume jewelry, right? It's like she said, guys would always say, I wasn't gonna approach you because you look like you was so well taken care of, right? And she was like, I didn't understand that. I said, well, he thought not so much that you couldn't get it for yourself or whatever, was real or fake or whatever.
That was a priority to you.
It was a priority, but he also figured, she already got somebody doing that for her.
Oh, okay.
So that's not. So she said she had several guys come up to her and tell her, like, okay, you must be taken care of. So let me go look for somebody else.
But see, that what gets me with guys when they think like that for that. See, if I see a woman like that, I'm gonna let them know that I ain't no NASCAR sponsor. You get you a NASCAR sponsor, but they got tags all on the car. You think you're a sponsor? I ain't no sponsor.
Yeah.
So when you get a guy thinking like that, dude, you automatically let him know you want to be a sponsor.
Yeah.
No, I can take you where the sponsorship at.
I ain't no NASCAR sponsor.
So, I'm a boomerang back, man. Back to the topic. I'm gonna tell you, man. One thing, I need that partner, man. When we walk somewhere, they say, okay, them two together. Them two, how you move together. It shows up in a relationship, and it shows in love. Have you ever been out to a restaurant, see two people eating, and they ain't got two words to say? And then you go see somebody over there in a hell of a conversation. 9 times out of 10, those persons just, you say, hey, they must have just met.
Yeah.
You know what? My cousin, he's 79. Him and his wife been married about 50-some years. He told what you just said. He said they go out to like a spot. They don't go no more. And they'll be at a table. And they'll be just talking. He said a lady asked him, and he said, JoJo, what you and Birdie be talking about? Y'all been together so long. He said, we ain't supposed to have a conversation?
Yeah. Cause
they be, and that's how they are.
Because most people don't know how to have a conversation. And then I ask myself, what do we have in common? Or where is that, people call it friendship, where's that connection? Where is that when we talk, we're talking about substance? Because I like conversation, but I like good conversation. My conversation it's not talking about objects. It's not talking about other people. It's talking about, I like to dream, so I want somebody who can dream with me, who can absorb those things with me. So it's a lot of movement in what I look for in a relationship. I definitely don't want a person who insecure. I don't want a person. You know what? I don't like a needy person. I don't know if that's
needy.
We covered that.
Yeah.
That person I don't like a clingy person.
Salvation Army.
Because hey, I'm gonna give up game women. Because the dude always want that chick like, dang, how come she ain't call?
Yeah.
We don't say that. Hey, we don't say that like, dang.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this.
Going on?
You don't call me, man. I can get busy in my own life, and I'll be like, well, damn, you didn't call me.
Well, no, I'm not talking about that. My girl ain't calling me. Pick up the phone. What's going on? Hey, I've been busy. I'm not talking about, it's different than the chick who calling all the time.
Yeah.
I think he's saying like when you get, you know the difference between a chick you hitting, a chick you kicking it with, and a chick you want to invest
Watch out,
time
preacher.
in. And he's saying like when a chick you want to invest time in, like it's something about hearing her voice.
Oh yeah,
different. And you like, yo, I ain't heard from you today.
Yeah.
It's not a check in the thing, anything like that.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't heard from you because and that's what a lot of women. I've tried to say this to a lot of my female friends. I've tried to tell you, listen, women say men are simple. We're not simple in the aspect that you mean it like we're simpletons. We're simple in the matter that nothing about us is a mystery, so to speak. You know what I mean? We are pretty much upfront. You see what you get, we say what you mean, and and that type of thing. Nothing is necessarily hidden. So what women just don't understand, right, as you said, men, we like to be liked and we need to be needed. right? And in essence, when we feel a manner of purpose in your life, when we feel there's a manner of purpose in your life, you won't have to tell us to take you anywhere. You won't have to tell us to buy you anything. We act on natural instinct, right? When we dig you, well, I tell you ain't got to chase a dude. You don't.
No.
You ain't got to tell them to call you every day. You ain't got to tell them to introduce you to your friends. That's how we are. I like to put it back we are still in the age of rims and kits, on a ride.
Right.
When you put rims and kits on a ride, what you want to do? You want your boys to see it. You want everybody to know you got it.
You invested into it.
That's just how we are with women that we are into. You ain't going to have to ask to meet my mom. I'll take you.
Exactly.
All my friends, you won't know.
Yeah.
If you ask to meet my mom, it's a problem.
Right.
y'all know
you find
something.
yourself having to ask for stuff, it's two things. If you find yourself as a woman having to ask your man to do stuff like when you're dating, meet his friends, meet his people. Hey, there's two things. There's two issues you got to ask. Either you're asking too soon or you not that chick in his life.
No.
Yeah.
And we men, I know it took me a while. I had to learn this. Every woman that you come across can't meet your mama.
No.
But they know that. That's why they want to meet her. They know that.
But they see where they level it.
But let me say that. But it's almost the people who raise you to treat women as women, treat them nice until you find as a man that this is a whore I'm fucking with. This ain't a woman. I can't take her. So you have to learn those steps to find out who it is.
Right.
So when that woman find out, well, I ain't never met your mom there. You don't fit that category to go meet her yet. Like you said, you didn't sleep around with all them guys. I know your MO. I can't take you around.
Well,
but when you all happen, you pussy whip, because everybody here be pussy whip, don't care who you are. If a man that plan up being pussy whip, but he ain't human.
He ain't
human.
But yeah.
But
you know, Spider, we gotta understand as men, we pick them, they don't pick us.
They don't pick us.
And that's a lot of conception. You know, men, we think they picking us down.
I disagree with that, but I don't think no. I mean, do you honestly think a guy thinks that a woman picks him? I'm just saying.
No. We don't think that.
Oh, you talking about women?
They think that.
Oh, okay.
When they're over there, because when women meet you, they thinking marriage.
Yeah.
We thinking, let me see what we're working with.
See,
we're looking around the car.
But see, he said something. I didn't use on some of my podcasts talking to women. It was three things you said and they don't get it. You said kicking it. You said who they kicking it with, who they knocking down, something like that. You said three of them. And the women don't know the difference between the three. Let me
expound on that, because I said this out because I put it put it a little deep. I said, and so the women that are listening, they'll know it's true, because I never told you this, and you already expound on it. I tell women all the time, man, a guy, when he first lays eyes on you, he knows where he wants you in his life. My wife's heard me say this 1,000 times, and I just put it in. Every man has his category, but I'll simplify and put it in 4. I said there's 4 main categories a woman will fall in when a dude first meets you. Somebody he just want to bang, somebody he just want to kick it with, somebody he sees as a girlfriend, and somebody he sees as a wife. Now, typically, most of men, you ain't every woman. If you with every woman you find as a wife, you got a problem. So most of y'all gonna fall in categories 1 and 2. I'm just being real with it, right? And here's one more thing I need to add to these sisters, right? You got to understand in those categories. And those categories, number 1, just somebody you want to bang. Number 2, somebody you gonna kick it with. Number 3, a girlfriend. Number 4, a wife. When a dude first meets you, you can start in any of those categories and quickly get demoted or quickly get elevated. But if you are 1, a chick you just gonna bang, if you start as a 1 or get demoted as a 1, you always gonna be a 1.
That's gonna be it. You gonna stay right at 1.
And that's one of the things that women they try to, cause you knocked me down, I moved up. No, you don't.
No.
And that's the thing. And it's always about the identification. Do you know where you identify in a relationship? You know where you start. Well, that's where you at.
And that's the thing.
And don't be mad at him.
Right. And you can say earlier,
especially if he told you.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
And a lot of times he tell you.
Right. And I tell you, the ladies, the signs of where dude feel, as I said earlier, are always there.
Always.
It's not a mystery. The problem is you convince yourself you're better than what you are. I mean, I said this before. Y'all know what I mean. How many relationships have you been in with a female and you didn't realize y'all were boyfriend and girlfriend? Y'all been in 100 of them. You be like, yo, that's my boy. Wait, when that happened?
But you didn't categorize yourself as that.
Yeah. When we see a chick, he said, let me see what we're working with first.
Right.
We walk around the car, they said, just give me the keys to the car.
But see,
that was bad. Listen. Talk to me. But listen, the point, what I'm trying to say is put to illustrate it. I had a chick, straight up, a chick for one of my boys, right? And I told you, when I met my wife, she was the one. I was telling everybody, she was the one, right? One of my friends saw this chick I used to kick it with, a number one, in the mall. He told her I was getting engaged. Now, women are great detectives. This chick emailed my wife talking about, she was saying like, basically that me and her were boyfriend and girlfriend for some years and whatever. Said all this stuff. So wifey came to me. Now, this is when me and my wife, we was dating, right? We was dating. We think we was together about 2 years, right? This for wifey came to me and was like, yo, who is this chick? I told her, babe, that's a girl I used to mess with way before you, right? Mm-hmm. And she said, well, she said that we was together at the same time. I said, hold on. Wife had a name and everything. I said, I tell you what, let me do this. I said, when we first met, me and you met my mother, you met everybody in my family, right? You met my best friends, everybody close to me, right? She said, yeah. I said, pick a number in my phone. Anybody you want. I said, matter of fact, pick 10. We'll call each of them and ask them, do they know this chick? And she did it. And I'm like, who is that? I never know this chick. I said, exactly my point.
But you know what, boss, what you said, my ideal ride or die Bunny Clyde chick, when she got that text, said, baby girl, hate you feel that way. We finna enjoy our day. You may want to lose this right now. Mm-hmm. That's my girl.
Yeah,
that's my girl. Hey, cause my girl gonna fight for our relationship.
I would say that one in the front, not in the back.
And I ain't talking about. Gotta get loud.
No,
she cool with. She said, you know what?
No.
I'm glad y'all had a good time. You didn't make it to the finish line. I did enjoy your day.
Well, the problem is, this girl said that they pretty much together now.
So y'all was.
No, that's what I'm saying. She was trying. Basically, she was trying to destroy the relationship. But she was like, I don't know when you met him, but we probably met at the same time because he was never. And I told my wife, I said, babe, because the first problem was, and like as men, you could cheat anytime. Right. But my wife, like, she was out of town. But me and my wife, no. What she didn't realize. Because my wife worked remotely before remote work was work, because she's a therapist, right? So she worked on the phone. Me and my wife, for the 3 years we dated while she was in Houston, it was only one weekend we weren't together. In 3 years, right?
Yeah.
And also, most of the time, 90% of the time we were together, she was at my house because she could work from home.
So check this out.
So when the chick was saying, me and him always together, wifey was like, well, no, because he was always with me, right?
Man,
but I told her,
hey, my next ride or die, I need that ride or die. Say, you know what? I've been with this cat all the time. So you know what? I ain't even bringing this energy to my man. I'm coming here. I'm charging a girl. Let me tell you something, baby girl. I feel your game come, because women know game. So I feel your game.
But that's what I'm saying. She didn't even come to me. She was just like, why is this girl like? Who is this girl? What is she doing?
No.
That's what I told her.
Hey,
you ain't want to come to me.
Maybe I'm tacky. I want my girl to say, hey, look here, baby girl. I appreciate you. I'm going to show you some pictures. We've been kicking at the time you was talking about. I don't know. We was in Bahamas.
That's easy what happened to him.
Yeah.
You know why that's easy? Because that girl, one thing about women, they'll use their last call for alcohol to try to get back in. They'll use it. And that was her last shot.
Yeah.
But she had to use it 2 ways. Mm-hmm. I'm going to get him, but just get his attention because y'all already locked in, been married. Or I'm going to get him, but she going to quit him.
Right.
But she had that kind of power.
Yeah. Exactly.
Not even pussy power.
Right.
It was gone.
So I'm gonna boomerang back. I'm gonna need a little bit of a comedian in the house, because I shoot jabs. But I do need. I brought up a point. I do need that woman who's not afraid to stand up for a relationship and then know how to handle herself in a relationship. Some stuff we ain't gotta bring that to the house. Because I'm the same way. I always say, if a dude try to talk to my woman we in the club, I don't care if it's a past dude or present dude. I want to see what your reaction is. Now, if you say, hey, you know what, I'm here with my man, I appreciate you, I appreciate everything, but I got a solid one over there. I'm not finna drop solid for potential. And now if she's skinning and grinning and talking, that's telling me something different.
See,
and if she say I got a solid over there and he's still pressing, that's when I come in. But I need a woman to know that role.
As Keith Memphis pimping.
Well, let me tell you one thing about y'all been friends for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Almost 30 years.
Yeah.
The one thing that you have a problem with,
What's
you
that?
be talking to him a whole lot. My wife, Kat, I'm gonna get you a rosary put around your neck, cause you have a hard time. You been married 34 years. You got 401k saved up. You got your life is in order. You confident where you are. You gonna have a hard time trying to find a honey. The right honey. The right honey.
Because you got your head right.
Because your head is right.
I'm gonna go to the comedy club.
Because your head is right.
My head right.
And
you ain't needy.
I don't know if we talked about this on air, off air, but the thing is,
the right honey,
when you are confident and you know yourself and you already ready, what happens is you recognize, they can't handle me, because see what you gonna do is you gonna come in and say, hey, you already threw out, you need somebody to read Timothy, and then you need somebody to do this, and then when they do say Proverbs 31 to you got a whole rebuttal to that. Dude, that right there is going to shut a lot of stuff down.
She drops to the one count. She get the most.
So let me say this. Out of the whole divorce situation, what I learned, I remapped myself, and I'm gonna give this to young G's. Know what a good woman is. Know what a solid woman is. Other than outside, know inside. It's almost when you buy a car, you know all the specs on the car.
Well, see, the reason I said you're going to have a hard time in the bad way is that the first time in your life, your no's mean they're important to you now.
Oh, yeah.
Because you may meet that honey be a Hollyberry, but you ain't feeling her. She said, what?
Yeah.
What? You ain't kicking with me? What?
That's 100% right, because the thing is,
now,
as they say now, you stand on business, and you know what I want and what I don't want, and I'm not wavering off of that.
But one thing about men is that how we would process, we never get a time in our life to live for us.
Right.
We don't live for the kid, live for the wife, or for, let me go and get married. My mama say I need to be with somebody, whatever. All that stuff. Yeah. So now as men, it's about us. I want to make that choice.
It's funny you say that and you recognize, because my ex asked me, we were just talking candidly, and she said, what was your aha moment? And I said, I recognize I matter. I matter. What I want matters.
And it feel good.
Yeah. And people don't like it. They call it arrogance. Because I used to say, man, that sounds arrogant. That sounds like I wasn't humble. So, but I said, you know what? Nah. That's what I like.
I tell people.
And everybody's not going to like me, but the person who does like me is right for me.
Yeah.
But see.
Yeah.
We'll give him the last word.
One thing about you as you go on this journey is that you need to write this word down for yourself, because you're going to hear it a lot. It's called selfish.
Yeah, you hear that.
The first four words in that word is what? Self. You're right. I am.
Yeah.
It's about self.
Yeah.
If you, the ish, that's some more shit.
Yeah.
But the self, I am selfish.
Yeah.
But if I don't ever be selfish, I'm never going to be happy.
Right. Because I didn't get what I want. I settle for what people say I should have.
Yeah. So, as we wrap this up, toxic is the new masculinity.
Yes,
hopefully you guys get a chance to understand and kind of how men have conversation amongst each other. We tried to keep our topic at the forefront, but we go off scale a little bit. We flow a little bit, a lot of different conversations. So
Stephen A. say it's fluid.
The thing is though, but we're gonna make sure that we keep giving you great conversations on toxic is the new masculinity, to let you know that just because we're men, don't label us as toxic, because everything we do as men is not toxic. There's an agenda going on that try to tell you men shouldn't be men, and then all of a sudden you're getting what you're getting out here in the world today. All right, so we will see you guys next time right here on Toxic is the New Masculinity.